It's African, yeah, 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 yeah. Look at classic on this one, yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Bless.
Hello, social media. Hello to all of you. Welcome to Lakita T. Sharp's famous, exclusive, inspirational channel. So I welcome you. Hello to all of you. I'm so happy that you have decided to join me on today. So I welcome you. Welcome to one of the greatest shows in the universe. Welcome to Lakita T. Sharp's famous, exclusive, inspirational channel. I am so happy that you have decided to join me on today. So I welcome you. Hey, you guys. So happy that you guys are here. I hope you guys are doing well wherever you may be. Happy Sunday, March 29th. Yes, Easter is coming up. So I know that, some of you are preparing for that. And you guys check out all of my books over at Amazon.com. There are over 100 books for you to choose from over in my name at Amazon.com. Check out my book Unstoppable, which is my memoir. Check it out. And check out the Lakita T. Sharp success story, From Struggle to Success. So check out that book as well. You guys, well, it is, I think I already said that already, 10:35 p.m. and it is Sunday. It is March 29th, and we are getting going. You guys, if you want to pay your tithes and offering and sow a seed into the channel, feel free to support me here at the ministry. And thank you so much for blessing this channel. So I am so happy, for you guys to be here. So let's get going. You're going to have to fight for this thing. You are going to have to fight for your dream. Yes, you are going to have to fight for your dreams. This thing is not coming easy. It is not coming easy. Let me tell you, I had to go through a lot of things chasing my dreams. A lot of things chasing my dreams. I had to, fight siblings, parents, spouse, nephews and nieces. I had to fight people, different people, for me to chase my dream as a writer. So many people came at me like it ain't funny. Like I am constantly busy. I'm constantly working on my books, and there's over 100 books that I have written. So I am constantly busy. I am constantly writing. I am constantly, doing something, and constantly, have my mind occupied and working on things and being productive, and being a productive person. So I have people who fight me because of that reason, because I am reading books, because I am doing something, and I have people that come at me or whatever like that because I'm, being productive and whatnot. So you're going to have to fight for this thing. You may have people coming up against you that's coming at you like crazy, your spouse, your whoever it may be, coming at you because you want to chase your dream. And I'm here to say to you, there is nothing like fighting for what you want. There is nothing like fighting for your dream. The dream that God has given you. See, God has given you the dream. Okay, God has given you the vision, and that vision is yours alone and not theirs. They may see you one way and they may see you another way, however. But God gave you the vision. So you got to continue on the mission. Okay? Yes, you're going to hurt some feelings. When you say no to people and you are focused on your dreams and focusing on what you got to do, and you're saying no, there's been a lot of times out of saying no to people because I'm focusing on my dreams. I am focused. I have a sign that's in my kitchen. And it says, focus, stay focused, and it's just crazy. You're gonna have enemies, man. Enemies surrounding you, trying to come at you all which kind of way. Invisible enemies and visible enemies coming at you all kinds of ways, so you can't live your dream life. Okay? And there is a dream life. There is a dream life, and it has your name on it, your promise, and your name on it. So you're going to have courage. You're going to have to stand up and boss it up. If you want to do this thing, you're going to have to fight for it. You are going to have to fight for it. If you see yourself, owning your company, you're going to have to fight for your company. You're going to have to fight for your rights. You're going to have to fight people. You're going to have to, and I don't mean literally like physically, but I mean standing up for yourself. I mean, you might have to fight people, to get your dream done, but like I said, I don't mean like physically, like that you're going to be fighting them. You don't, but I'm talking about, standing up for yourself, fighting for your dream, doing what you got to do so that you can live the life that you are dreaming and that you desire. Okay, so this thing here is like, you are going to have to, like I say, fight. People are not going to understand your dream. My husband used to tell me, he's like, the vision is for you. It's not for me. It's your vision. It's not my vision or whatever, and it's crazy. You got a lot of envious and jealous eyes surrounding you. You got a lot of envious and jealous eyes surrounding you. A lot. And here's the thing. It's closer than you think. It is closer than you think. And yeah. So I'm telling you, you might have to go at this thing with just you and God. You might have to go at this dream where it's just you and God. You might not have no support. I had to do this thing with probably about 1 or 2 people that, all the way supported me, that was there. People that supported me in the beginning didn't necessarily make it to the ending of my dream once it completed, because people that start with you at the beginning necessarily might not end with you, while the dream is unfolding. They may have started from the beginning, but then, they start withering away. Just like that. So I am here to say to you, babes, that you're going to have to fight for this thing. You are going to have to fight for your dream, because it is not coming easy. It is not coming easy. You're going to have to put in some hard work. You got to put in some dedication. It may take you years before you start making money the way that you want to make it. Took me 15 years, about close to 15 years, before money started coming in. So I am here to say to you that, you're going to have to be dedicated to this thing. Don't give up so easily if things don't go right. You know, you got to keep focused. People give up so easily just when turbulence come. And just when turbulence come, you have to stand right. Stand right. You know? When I say stand right, you're gonna have to stand firm. Stand firm. Sorry, let me help you understand that. You're gonna have to stand firm. Okay? Like I say, you know, many people are going to be wishing for your downfall. Many people going to be like wishing that you give up. But you're not giving them what they want, you know? So you're going to be the one who win. You're going to win. You're going to be the one that outlasts them all. Outlast them all. Okay? So you're going to have to, you know, you really want it, you're going to have to go after it. You're going to have to go after this thing, and you're going to hurt some feelings. You're going to hurt some feelings. Many people are not going to understand your dream and your calling for your life. Okay? Shout out to Tyler Perry, one of my favorite people. Shout out to Sherry Shepherd. You know, I wish you the best on your next venture, you know, being that your show is ending, but you done a good job. So, you know, I wish you the best on your next segment in your life, part of your life or whatever. But, you know, hey. So, yeah, you guys, remember, your word no is a self-care word. No is a self-care word. And I have no problem saying nope. No problem. I have no problem saying no if I have to. Okay? So stay in your lane. Know what, like Tyler Perry said as well on the Sherry Shepherd show. You know, he know how to stay in his lane. Same here. I'm like, staying in my lane. I am staying in my lane. You know, and yes, you may be hurt. People may hurt you, hurt your feelings, or they may treat you a certain kind of way because they're jealous and envious of you. You know, you may get hate sent your way. You know, you may get all kinds of things because you're chasing your dreams. You know, no telling what's coming at you. I just want you to be open and aware that you may have attacks coming at you all kinds of ways. Okay, because you're trying to get that mission done. You on a mission. You know, you on a calling. You know, so you're going to have to stay focused. You know, stay focused on what you want. Keep your eyes on what you're trying to get to. You know? So, yeah, many people not going to be happy for you. Yeah, your own mama. Your own daddy. Yeah. Your own sister. Your own brother. They're not going to be happy for you. Truly. You know, supportively, you know, people, you know, friends, you know. So, yeah. So, I am here to say to you, you're going to have to fight for this thing. You want it, you're going to have to go after it. You're going to have to go fight. You're going to have courage. You're going to have to stand up for yourself. You might have to do some sacrifice. I had to sacrifice a lot of times. It was a long time I had no money. No money for a long time. But I had talent. I had plenty of talent, determination, you know, and I had faith. You know, all that was working together. I had to be without some days. Days I couldn't afford to put gas in the car. Days I couldn't afford to get the food, the kind of food that I want. Days I couldn't afford to be able to do what I want to do. I had to stay still. Stay still. But that I became smarter. I became wiser. I became great at managing money, managing my resources. So yes, you're going to have to fight for this thing. You are going to have to fight for your dreams. You want it, you're going to have to go get it. You're going to have to go fight for that thing. So anyway, I love you. Check out my books over at Amazon.com. There are over 100 books for you to choose from. I will see you in the next video. We are the chosen ones. We do right. We live right. We make a lot of mistakes, but we are the chosen.